Certified famous. This one's for you, my brother. What's going on today? As I can see, we're going against Rich Hoop. Now, because of Certified Famous, who I mentioned earlier, Certified Famous is a player that has played with me, and he has also played with Rich Hoopers. Rich Hooper has been the #1 ranked pro-am team in the world. Right? They have accomplished this feat before. This team plays in every single league. Anything you can think about when it comes to 2K, they have competed in it, been a top team in it. Like, they are legitimately one of the best teams I've run across every year I go play in 2K, every year. But every year that we have played these guys, I can say for the most part on my end, it has been belt to ass. Right? And the big thing about us playing against each other is me versus Paco. Right? Paco is the team captain, he's the team leader. He's the guy that can score from the mid-range, get to the rim, shoot the three ball, but he is a pretty good passer, I might say. Me, my style is more, I don't know, LeBron James-esque, Magic Johnson-esque, you know? Not really predicated on shooting as much, but my passing ability is out of this world. I think, for me personally, passing is my greatest strength when playing 2K. But with Certified Famous playing for both of us, I always used to ask them, yo, who do you think the better player is? And the best comparison I can give y'all is Magic Johnson versus Steph Curry. Which one would y'all rather have? Now, before y'all go ahead and say Steph Curry, because I know what a lot of people are going to say, the younger generation is going to say Steph Curry because this is the guy you had a chance to see. You get to watch his accolades and things like that. You have to kind of put a lot of things into consideration, right? For example, I don't know if Stephen Curry won his high school title. I don't know. I know for a fact Magic Johnson won his high school title. I never saw Stephen Curry win a national championship at Davidson. But I for sure know that Magic Johnson and Michigan State beat Indiana State for the national title, which happened to be where Larry Bird went. And I'm not denying that Stephen Curry has a Finals MVP, he has 2 MVPs. He's regarded as the greatest shooter in the world, but Magic Johnson won the NBA championship as a rookie. Finals MVP as a rookie. It's really hard for me to put anybody above a person who kind of did it sooner. And that's just kind of the way I look at it, you know? It's like, it took Curry a while, got the right pieces, they drafted well. They won a championship, but the year they won it, he didn't win Finals MVP. Magic did that shit as a rookie. But nonetheless, it's just a preference thing, right? Obviously, to me, when it comes to basketball, I like players that affect the game more. So if you ask me what I like between Jordan and LeBron, I'm going to tell you LeBron because I feel like LeBron affects the game more than Jordan does. I think scoring is great, but I never really cared how somebody scored. Like, y'all really give a damn about how somebody put the ball in the bucket. If Curry wanted to shoot all threes and Magic Johnson took all layups and they both had 30 points, does it really matter how they scored the ball? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what somebody's jump shot look like, how many shot, like, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, your production is your production. So I never looked at basketball from a standpoint of, well, I like this guy just because his jump shot is prettier. No, if they both average 30 points, they both average 30 points. It doesn't really matter how they both get to 30. Who's more efficient? That kind of matters a little bit more to me. And then, on the flip side of that, my all-time favorite player, I had to change it back to Ray Allen, but my second favorite player of all time is Kyrie Irving. And the thing with that is, I can't put Steph above Magic if I don't believe Steph is better than Kyrie. Now, I'm not denying that Curry's accolades are far more better than Kyrie's by far. It's not even close in that comparison. But from the eye test, just watching those two guys play, they both have amazing handle. They both can shoot the three ball. They both can shoot a midi. They both can get to the cup. At that point, it just comes a preference thing, but I just happen to like Kyrie's game a little bit more than Curry. So because I like Kyrie more than Curry, I can't put Curry above Magic. I just can't do it. Like, I can't really put any point guard above Magic. So, but when it comes back to the argument of me asking Fame is like, yo, who you think was better? He gave me the slight edge. Not that he was saying that I was necessarily a better player, but I think I was easier to play with. Right, because when you play with somebody that scores the ball, and granted, back there at the time I was asking them, this was back in 2K23, at that point, I was averaging like 30 points a game. Nobody can stop me in NBA 2K23. I was just too good. That's when the team won a championship and all these other things. Like, I was averaging 30 back then, but I still was getting like 15 assists a game. Nobody could stop me. Nobody could guard me. So every time we matched up against rich hoopers, you know, we played them once when Famous was on our team, I think, and I know we definitely played them when Famous was playing with them. But for the most part, it's been, you know, kind of slighted in our favor. We tend to get the better of this team. And the thing about them that I notice every year, they always adjust to the meta. So whatever the meta is, they kind of find the sweet spot to still play the way they want to play and still be able to do some of the same things that meta teams like to do. So as you can see, they playing 5 out. Now, their 5 out, of course, is different from ours because, like I said, Paco is a guy that can shoot the three, shoot the mid, and get to the rim. So he's an all-around scoring threat. And besides that, their shooting guard is also supremely talented at dribbling, getting to the rim, and knocking down a three ball. So they got 299 three-ball guys who can dribble, shoot, pass. They got 2 defenders, and they got a center who can grab every rebound. Now, the problem I had with their particular strategy, their big man has a 99 offensive rebound. I'm going to put this out there for whoever watching the video, just so y'all can understand how to get better at the game. If your team runs 5 out and you play center on that team, why would you have a 99 offensive rebound and your team doesn't run pick and roll? It doesn't make sense. You have a 99 offensive rebound, which means you're probably sitting in the corner trying to run down against a center who more than likely has 99 defensive rebound. So every time you don't grab a rebound, you're the slowest person to get back up the court. And it just does your team a disservice. If your team is running 5 out, it makes more sense for your big to have 99 defensive rebound. And you just play for stops. You still can have the pass accuracy and kick it out on the break so you can get those fast break threes that teams like to do. But it's just something to think about. So I didn't necessarily like that, but outside of that, they had a pretty normal strategy. They ran 5 out. They had 2 guys who can shake, bake, and score, which means, like, if you don't have 2 lockdowns, let's just say you got 1, all they got to do is bring the ball down with 1, kick it to the other. Now he isolating somebody that ain't got enough defense to guard him. And I'm telling y'all, their 2 guard is, like, really that nigga. I believe he averages the most on the team. Paco is more of a passer who can score. This guy's more of a guy who's a scorer who can pass. Makes sense? Key matchup of the day, obviously I put the 2 lockdowns up there because we're doing 5 out. So 5 out versus 5 out is just literally who can get more 1v1 stops. So either your lockdown is capable of getting more stops or my lockdown is more capable of getting more stops. Simple as that. And what's crazy is normally I would put Reach Fiend, who we call Strap. Normally I would put him on the team's primary ball handler. But because the 2 guard was a little bit more dynamic scorer, I allow Loco, who just starting to get back into the fold. Shout out Loco. I allowed him to go out Paco, and I told Strat, hey, watch this motherfucker, because he the one that dropped 30 a game. Now, playing against teams that you see from year to year, it's fun, right? There is something about seeing a certain name pop across the stream. I know for me, people that have seen me or seen my team throughout the years, every time they see my name pop up there, they already know they in for a hell game. They already know. Right? I don't even know what my stats really look like when people like see my name pop up, but I know they know I win a lot at this shit. And it's all strategy, it's all chemistry, it's all, things that I've been doing for years. I don't switch my strategy up from 2K to 2K. If anything, I just try to fine tune my abilities or the way my character is. But the strategy remains the same. So if you're playing against two small guards, you have to be able to score on these little motherfuckers. If not, it becomes a thing where they're going to have more defense because you can't pick on them, and they're going to have more offense because they have more attributes dedicated towards scoring. Does that make sense? Like, they have two 99 three-ball guys. I don't have a 99 three-ball guy on the floor. Like, think about that. They got 299 three-point shooting motherfuckers. I don't have one at all. So I have to be able to beat you passing the ball. Look, I have no points at halftime. None. Y'all see it right there, top right of the corner? 0 points, 13 assists. I have to beat you another way. And the way I like to play is I take what you give me. So typically, if I'm scoring a bunch of points, that means your team is not giving up a bunch of threes. But if I don't have a bunch of points and I have a lot of assists like this, that means I'm breaking your team down based off of just simple matchups. Nothing more than that. Like, whoever got the little guy, I'm going to pick on him. And when y'all force to rotate or overhelp, that's when you give up the threes. Simple. So the two strategies are very good. I haven't seen this for a while. I've just been peeping the way these teams like to kind of utilize these attributes. I mean, I've been seeing some toxic shit to the point where I was like, fuck it. I might as well maximize myself to try to be as toxic as possible. Just cause. That's the only way. You have to match energy in this game. That's the only way you can do it. I mean, for a while, you had to battle guys that had Z's. And the bad part about it is we was whipping ass so much at one point, we was playing against a team that was clearly using the Z. Clearly. You're not supposed to make certain shots. We knew for a fact they was using the Z. And we was beating them so bad that they ended up glitching the game out, and I think 2K actually ended up banning them mid-game. Like, it was like in the fourth quarter, and we was like, I'm telling y'all, like, they was making some straight up bullshit. We knew they was cheating. But we had kind of got up by like 10 points in the fourth quarter. 2K kicked everybody out, and we found out later that the people that was using the Zens actually got banned. So I guess 2K actually found a way to ban people that was using the Zen. But if we are playing against that type of competition all the time, people that do like stuff like that, all it is just really sticking to what works. Like, look at this play, for example. My lockdown caught the ball, slow dribble to the three-point line and pulled it. No hand in his face because the team is trying to overcompensate, trying to over-rotate due to the fact that the little guys was getting killed. It was getting bad. I think D-Mac ended up having like 20-something points. D-Mac don't never score like that unless he get out on the break. But I just think we did a great job of taking advantage of the fact that we can get these guys to over-rotate. That's all it is. We just made them over-rotate. There's certain things I look for. Either I try to get the two little guards on the same side of the floor, or I just try to pick on the fact that once they try to go for the switch, you just quickly make the pass to get the dot, and our team should have rebounding position. So you gotta win somewhere. They was gonna beat us on fast break points just due to the fact that they got these two probably like 90 speed motherfuckers sprinting down the court to try to knock down the corner three. So we wasn't gonna beat them fast breaking. We was gonna beat them on the boards naturally because we have more rebounders on the floor than they do. I mean, me, myself, at point guard, I have a 99 offensive rebound. Why? Because I want to be as toxic as possible to balance out what these other teams are doing. And it's not to say that the attributes I have is going to result to me getting like triple doubles, double doubles, or getting a whole bunch of rebounds. No. All it does is it gives me an opportunity that if my teammates miss, since I can't shoot it, it makes sense for me to go down there and do something else to try to help the team out. You know, whether we miss or make shots really don't matter. As long as I can help my team out by doing the little things, we're going to be okay. Now, Paco, in my opinion, based off just through the years, he's one of the best I've seen at orchestrating a game plan against me, even though I feel like he's at a disadvantage. Right? He makes certain adjustments that it's just like only he would think to do some shit like that. Most teams I play, once I figure out how to beat you, I'm gonna beat you like that every single time. Right? If I know I can send this. Like, if you look in the left corner right now, let's just say I can send that guy on the back door just because you got that point guard right there. Most teams allow me to do that every single time, and then the ball gets to move, and we get threes, layups, and get whatever we want. Paco is actually smart enough to say, like, hey, I'm going to be right here, and as soon as this happens, as soon as he does this thing, this is what we're going to do. And his teammates do a good job of just, you know, filling their way throughout the game, which always makes the game end up being closer, in my opinion, than what it should be. Because, like I said, for me, once I figure out how to beat you from an offensive standpoint, I'm not worried about defense, because defense for us is just switching everything. Right? I'm 6'9", 250, and I'm playing point guard. I'm the same size as most people's centers. Like, I'm switching everything. So, defensively, it doesn't really matter to us. All that matters is, can we produce enough stops? And as long as we can do that, then we're going to be good. Now, coming to the fourth quarter, tight ball game, really, honestly, could have went either way. It really could have went either fucking way. As you can see right now, this center with the 99 offensive rebound started giving us a little bit of problems just due to the fact that he's roaming. They're getting somewhat a contested wide open look. I know that sounds crazy, but it's contested, but you know how 2K is, they don't register a contest. Because we have to jump out at it, or because we switch, somebody that probably has the proper rebound to step up with them is out to play. And if we don't hold the box out, this motherfucker was just killing us with this shit. And y'all see they started working the same action every time to get their shooting guard a wide open three at the top. He just happened to be missing in the fourth. You know, that's not really like him. But you see, for us, we do the same thing. You know, I'm able to sling the ball. We get a wide open jump shot. We miss. We get a chance to get the offensive rebound, and we do it all over again. So right there, kicking to the three. This time we go in. And slowly but surely in this fourth quarter, you're starting to see us gain the advantage, chip away. I think for my lockdowns, I was telling them, hey, a lot of times when point guards play, they do the same moves. So once you can get his cadence down on which go-to moves he like to do, all you have to do is sit on them moves and make him do something different. And whatever he does different, you will have help. Just guard the thing he's more than likely to do. So if he wants to shoot threes off the snatchback, sit on it, guard the snatchback, make him line somewhere, and he tries to get to the rim, we can all swing and help and, you know, do something different. But I feel like we did a good job of getting a hand on that. And even though the game was close, I kind of wasn't worried. At this point, I had 19 assists. I knew for sure they was not going to be able to stop me from getting whatever I want passing. Because as soon as one person moved, I can literally counter and be like, okay, this is the guy that's helping. Let me punish the guy for helping. Pretty much. When you do that, you end up with two people on the same person, and that's never good in basketball terms. Not to mention, down the stretch, we start letting the guys that don't regularly touch the ball get shot opportunities. I'm going to tell y'all this now. If you only get 2 or 3 shot attempts per game, you're not going to be ready in the fourth quarter. You're not. You have not gotten enough attempts. You have been playing defense the whole time. And 2K takes momentum into consideration more than anything else. Does that make sense? More than anything else, 2K is like, hey, this team has kind of got a couple of steals. They got a couple of rebounds. We're going to get them some fuck shit. And that's kind of what happened in the fourth quarter. Like, you know, we took advantage of the mismatches that we needed to. Got a couple of lucky buckets to go in. Defense was on point at this point. It didn't really matter what they was trying to do. Like you say, anytime they did anything with slinging, helping, hedging, wasn't too worried about them whatsoever. As long as I was up with the lead and I knew we could go down and score, that's all that mattered. I wasn't worried about them making some big, great defensive play because they had to play discipline. There's nothing they can do about it. They had to play discipline. And this is the part I like the most. You see, as I'm able to dot the corner because I'm watching people help, ready to rotate and all those different things. This is why I'm saying, once I figure you out offensively, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And then all we need is a couple of stops, and there you go. We give up a shot to a guy that ain't really been shooting all game. Now he got to knock down these big shots. It's a lot of pressure. And every time you miss them, you're more nervous to take the next one. And then you hesitate to take the next one, and we go down there and get another bucket. So right there, I see him get through. That's an easy dime because he's too small. Even if he missed, we get the offensive rebound. It was easy. It was just easy. Right? At this point in the game, it doesn't really matter if they score or not. It's just another belt-to-ass moment in the collection for us over Rich Hoopers. It is what it is. All right? Can't take nothing personal. At the end of the day, we all play this game for fun. They have won way more games than we have. They play way more games than we do. They probably beaten tougher teams, even though I think we're like a really good team when we're focused. So, shout out to them. It's always fun playing against them. I'm pretty sure at this point, if they could, they'd like do some shit to make sure that they beat us. But it's all good fun at the end of the day. Anyway, Famous, this video was for you, man. Hope you enjoyed it, playing against your teams. It's been lethal, man. I hope y'all been enjoying the videos I've been putting out. Still working on the fitness thing. Planning to come out with that when it's ready. And I catch everybody in the next video. I'm out.